Yeah. Oh, well, that place. Absolutely. That's, I'm the only one who can hold in the laughter, I guess, right? Everybody's so
Okay.
deadpan. But
Yes.
so I'm seeing a lot of drama that I've never experienced before in a workplace. But we know with wrestling from all the stories that tends to happen a little bit more in the locker room. In this instance, it's politics because there's one clique versus management. We know of a famous clique that took on management and kind of took a roster hostage. But where have you seen the backstage drama boil over in such a manner where it made it hard for you to go to work?
Well, I mean, I think we all know of a time where Shane and I weren't getting along,
Right.
because of circumstances that I can't really get into on the air, but, there was a period of time where we were still working together, but he didn't give me any spots anymore, and we didn't do the kiss spot. There was a disconnection, and, is that a word? Disconnection?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And that's what made it hard
It
was
was very hard because it wasn't fun for me anymore, and, Shane, I love him, and he's one of my best friends now, but for that short period of time when we weren't speaking, I did not enjoy coming to work, you know? And
mhm.
it became like, um, it would make me anxious, and I would get scared, and, people were noticing, like, "You're not doing anything anymore, what's going on?" And I didn't want everybody knowing, like, our dirty laundry. I felt like it was our business and we needed to take care of it, and, it wasn't fun, So I would literally go out there and do nothing,
Just
and
do
that was
that. Just do the entrance and sit at
nothing.
ringside, but not the
He didn't
full
even
entrance.
No, no, but
Wow.
he was so mad at me.
Was this before he left?
Mhm.
See, I'd have to go back and watch that.
But I don't think I think this was more at house shows because he knew for TV there had to be a
Okay.
certain, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But on the house shows, and I would go to Bam Bam and Chris, and they were just like, "I don't know what to tell you," And it was just it was bad. It was bad for a while.
And that's what I'm talking about. It makes it so hard to even go in because you don't want the next day's drama to be either more dramatic
No.
than the last day, or is this going to be the day it all stops? But when it finally, I mean, it took years for you guys to get back on the same page. But you know, unfortunately, in my profession right now, I don't want to wait years for things to iron out. I want them to
No,
get ironed out now.
I mean, we kind of mended fences before he left for WCW, um, but we didn't. It wasn't like we kept in touch until his hardcore homecoming started, and that's when he had called me for like the first time. I don't even know how many years had passed, and we talked, and then we talked that night, and after that night we were fine. It was like it never happened,
Right.
and we've never discussed what happened, and a couple times I brought it up and he's like, "Oh, we'll talk about it later," but we never do. And it's like, we're fine now, so what do we really need to bring up what happened 30 years ago or 20 years ago or whatever the time was? Like, we're good now, you know? So, I think it was just being there was jealousy, there was stubbornness, there was miscommunication, um, and that was it.
And that's unfortunate with the history that you guys had. And did it affect some short-term history at that point?
I don't know. I mean, he left anyway,
Yeah.
and, like I said, it was kind of okay, but we didn't keep in touch. It was
Right.
kind of like, "Okay, see you later. If I see you down the road, I see you." And that's why I always say I thought when I walked into the arena, I thought the Carrie blood was gonna dump on me like in the movie because I was so scared. I was like, "Okay, am I being set up for as a rib? Like, what's going on?" But it couldn't have worked out better, and that night was great. And like I said, he's one of my best friends. I talk to him all the time. We have a great dynamic. We have so much fun when we're on the road
Yeah.
together. He's never been inappropriate. He knows my husband. My husband trusts him. You know, I call him my husband, my road
Your
husband.
road husband.
Yeah, because he takes care of me, and he's been there for me, and he's been an awesome friend. So
That's beautiful. What an emotional answer to my question.
sometimes you have to take 2 step backward to go forward. And
Yeah, absolutely.
so
Well, I will of course continue to fill you in on the drama that goes in on my side.
okay.
Because it's piping hot. I was 20
Ooh,
minutes late to our recording because
yes,
of
you
all the
were.
drama that's going
Yes,
on.
you were.
Oh.